Hello everyone, I'm Anthony, the Eclectic Chef. Welcome back to my kitchen. Well, this afternoon we're going to be making a Chevre goat cheese and mini Marzano tomato tart. We're using the purchase base. Here's our Chevre, which we got from Trader Joe's, and here are the mini Marzano, Villagio Marzano tomatoes. A San Marzano plum tomato. Well, that's interesting. They're from Canada, by the way, hothouse. San Marzano is actually a PDO, protected domain of origin, meaning that they have to be San Marzano tomatoes, the variety, and they have to come from a very tight area in Italy and be grown under certain circumstances. I would have to say they may be San Marzano variety, but all the rest of the stuff is absent, so there's a little bit of poetic license going on there from Trader Joe's. But anyway, hopefully they taste good, and we will show you what this is like when it's assembled and after we take it out of the oven. Here's our tart with just the Chevre placed on it. I will tell you, Chevre is a very tasty cheese, but it's a pain to work with because it's both creamy and crumbly. I had the worst time cutting these slices to get them on top of the tart in an orderly manner, and eventually it's through to my brain that maybe if you treated it like a sushi roll and wet the blade of your knife, it would work a little better. And I had to use a very thin blade knife, actually use my paring knife, to slice this cheese. So if you decide to have a go at making this, you might want to bear that in mind. The cheese is quite hard to work with. Here's the pack of small tomatoes masquerading as mini San Marzano tomatoes from Canada, of all places. If you look on the back, I don't know if you can read this. The Heavenly Villagio Marzano, with a registered mark by it. So we'll go and do a little search on that in a minute. Now they're trying to make sure that, well, it's Villagio Marzano, not San Marzano tomatoes, in the little letters on the back. But that's not what you get when you look at the front, in my considered opinion. But there you go, I'm picky about things like PDOs. Sorry to be a nag. And here's our tart, ready to go into the oven. I actually got 3 lengthways slices of the Villagio Marzano tomatoes on each slice. Half a tomato would have been too much. A little sprinkling of Italian seasoning here, and we brushed the outside of the pastry with some egg wash. I forgot last time, the pastry rises just fine, just doesn't go very brown. As you can see, lots of seeds in these tomatoes. I did eat one. A little more acidic than your regular store-bought tomatoes, but nothing I'd run shrieking out into the street about, honestly. Maybe they'll taste good when they've been roasted just a little bit. That often happens. But tomatoes, I think, are the poster child for how poor the taste of produce that we generally buy in our stores has become. Shame to pick on these tomatoes for that. They're actually better than most, but it's just kind of something that's on my mind at the moment. Here's our Anova Precison Oven warming up for the tart. I'm showing you this because I'm going to set the oven, it's set for fan, and I've set the temperature at 380. In a regular oven, I'd probably go a little hotter, but I've found in small ovens, like the Anova, the fan is a little intense and you have to be careful. that you don't overcook one side or the other. As it is, I'll rotate this halfway through. Here's our Chevre and Villagio Marzano mini tomato tart as it came out of the oven. Yes, they're Villagio Marzano tomatoes. I looked up the trade name and there'll be a note on how different they are from real San Marzano tomatoes in the description. And I'll probably do another little piece on that in the next few days. The tart, which remember I had to rotate 180 during the cooking process, has turned out actually very well. The sides got still the marking from the forks. The egg has browned them up nicely. But the only thing I will say is next time I will remember to fork the base a little better. But thank you for watching, folks. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It really does help me and the channel. And in closing, please have another great day in your kitchen. Well, although I was supposed to save half for the next couple of days for lunch, I couldn't help myself and I ate a quarter. And I have to tell you, the Chevre and those little tomatoes go really well together. The Chevre reminds me of a kind of creamier and upmarket version of feta. So if you like tarts, savoury tarts, you might want to give this one a go.